Hello and welcome. I'm Chrissy. I'm so glad you're here for my YouTube channel, Chrissy Love, where I talk about fragrance. I also have an Instagram channel and a merch shop, so I'll link those down below. And welcome to the community. If you want to leave a like, leave a comment, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider it. I post here regularly with my perfume-only content. I promise. No politics, no personal stuff. I actually been thinking lately if I need to be a little more personal on this channel or not. I tend to keep it pretty routine with the fragrance, but I notice other YouTubers talk about themselves a lot more, and I don't know, I'd be open to thoughts on that. I'm kind of a private person, so it'd be kind of weird for me to just sit here and talk about myself personally, but maybe I should. I don't know. That's an offshoot conversation for sure. But yes, today I am talking about the new Zara Vanilla Collection, which kind of came out of nowhere and was so very welcome. Their perfumes are so affordable. Oftentimes they're dupes of other perfumes, which is just fine. And they kind of come and go very quickly. So for example, the Barbie one came out recently too, and I totally missed the boat on it, never had a shot at it. I did buy the Define Me brand Barbie perfume, which is different, but I never got a hold of the Zara Barbie. So when the vanilla ones came out, I bought the whole collection immediately, knowing I'd probably lose my chance very quickly. So let's just talk about them. They're a lot of fun and I really like them. So I'm going to start off with Supreme Vanilla, and I'll show you the box here and get a feeling for it. So this is the smaller size. It's the 30 milliliter. And I like the bottles a lot. They're pretty classy. They're real glass. Quality perfume bottles. I like them. So let's talk about the notes. We have tonka bean, cedarwood, Madagascar vanilla, and pink sugar with a tinted ink accord. So interesting. At first it does really smell kind of like pen ink with this sugary cotton candy underneath, which is weird, but I kind of like it. And the dry down, it turns into this rich tonka and vanilla with the slightest hint of campfire smell. I also love that. And the deep dry down, it smells like vanilla and tonka, but also with this upscale cedar note in there. It's really nice. It's classy. It's unique. I think it's a great take on vanilla, but still keeping it sweet and in the vanilla family. Performance is great. It's said to be a dupe of Escapade Gourmand. I have not smelled that yet. But to me, I would say it's a blend of Eilish, like the #1 Billie Eilish, and Ragba Latafa. That's the best way I can describe it, is a blend of those two perfumes, which is fantastic. This is definitely my favorite one of all four of them. And yeah, it's stunning. It's beautiful. It's not expensive. It smells expensive. And I love a little campfire vibe for like fall and winter. Love it. So that's a keeper. Absolutely love it. Next, we have Starlight Vanilla, which I did buy in the larger size because all they had at the time. It has notes of lavender, almond milk, vanilla foam, and amber. And this is a crowd pleaser as well. People seem to like it a lot on the internet. So on first spray, this smells a lot to me like ginger ale effervescence and almond. And the dry down, it becomes mostly a lavender scent with some almond in there too. So it's really an equal blend. It's relaxing, it's cozy. It does smell niche with them put together. Maybe a slightly odd blend, but like that almost lends to the niche feeling of it. And the vanilla has a sweet mellowness despite not being the star here. Really, the lavender and the almond are the stars. And I don't have any real issue with that. It's said to be a dupe of Black Opium. I do not agree. It doesn't have that coffee vibe. It doesn't feel heavy and dense either. It's also said to be a dupe by someone else, obviously, of Jo Malone, Myrrh, and Tonka, but I have not smelled that. But I love it. I think it's a really unique, nice blend, and it's just lovely. It would make an amazing bedtime scent. So this is also a winner for sure. Definitely a winner. Next, I have here Vanilla Vibration, which I bought in the smaller size. Has notes of cardamom, violet, iris, orange blossom, and vanilla. Unfortunately, this starts off smelling like pickles to me, which I've heard a lot of perfumes do that for people. On my skin, it has like this pickly, woody, but also like a French vanilla scent in it. So I don't really like the opening. In the dry down, the violet comes out a lot more, but it still has that pickle smell on my skin, which is really sad. The vanilla is there if you really look for it, but I would say this leans more a violet floral scent. And it is a skin scent, so it lost itself completely after about 2.5 hours. The other two were great performers. This one, not so much. So if you don't get the pickly scent on your skin, I think this could be really lovely because violet is a lovely floral. But unfortunately, it just doesn't work for me because of just how my skin draws it out. Very sad. Finally, I have Hypnotic Vanilla. Large size of this one. Has notes of apricot blossom, jasmine, bourbon vanilla, moss, and dulce de leche, which I was excited about that. It starts off on my skin a Play-Doh and dulce de leche type scent. It's like a heavy, syrupy, sweet scent. And then the dry down turns into very doll's head. Kind of reminds me of a caramel scented toy, and it is a skin scent. I heard it's a dupe of Hypnotic Poison, but I don't get that because I don't get a lot of jasmine. And for me, I get a lot of jasmine in Hypnotic Poison. I'm not getting a lot of jasmine here, even though it is a note in here. This is not really a stunner for me. I don't love the doll's head feeling on my skin. But if you don't get that, if you get more of the bourbon vanilla and the jasmine, I can see it being really lovely. It's just it's not playing right with my chemistry. Yeah, it's just not a real winner. But again, like it could perform differently on you. And I think that if you do like Hypnotic Poison, you want to give it a try and see if it does like pull that way on you. So yeah, this was a really fun experiment. Really inexpensive, well, relatively inexpensive. The larger bottles, when I bought them, were $35.90. And then the smaller bottles were $17.90. So I think they're increasing their prices a little bit with Zara. If you can smell it in a store first, obviously I recommend that. But yeah, the first two really knocked it out of the park, I think. And I think they're all definitely worth getting your nose on, even though they're not all super vanilla leaning as you might think they should be. They're like pretty solid. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you tried these, I would love to hear about it. Or if you have any other Zara recommendations, I would love to hear about it. And thanks so much for being here. Hope you have a very beautiful day.